It is time for the second King of Games climb in Rush Duel, going in with Dragas, the brand new skill of course. The fusion is here, we've got the dragon. We're not playing the selection box card because of course it's behind a paywall, kind of annoying. And we've opened, if we see on the body, this is really quite good. Now, it does seem, this would be perfect, right? Because next turn, we can bring out the fusion. But for the moment, we're just going to go for Slugger and for the dragon. In for a double attack Dragas, and he's probably on, no, you're not playing an archive skill, so you're not on Cyber Dragon, you're just on generic aggro beatdown. I imagine that's probably what we're doing here. So let's go for this, Dragas, like you, and let's just see. It is Innovator, okay, so a light machine aggro beatdown on a generic skill. Did it say what he was playing at the start and I just missed it? No, it didn't. Okay. So it could be Hammer Crush Deal. It could be anything. Milling. Again, no back row. We're not playing too many, so that's a good thing. This might be, Ancient Gear Golem. The one card you don't want to see when you just milled your Talismanic Seal Array. The skill can give us access to the Dragon and Fusion, but we've got no Dragas, so this doesn't really work. In the graveyard, we've got Sports Dragon Slugger, but with Drago, that also doesn't really work. But we have got True to Doom though. Forgot about that. We can play this. Let's go and pitch Inferno to pop the Gear Golem. Set the pitcher, set the Drago, and set these two. I was kind of thinking, do I summon pitcher, bring back out the Slugger in the graveyard, but then 0 attack body, and we've kind of got to waste our face down to kind of take this damage, so wasn't the best kind of decision, but hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no Mirror Innovator coming down, because his deck so far is mill and piercing damage, which could be really good. Rather, it could be a solid option. This is not going to clear, but of course, Mirror Innovator, he's still good. Returning back the Ancient Gear Golem. So we've got to kind of save our talismanic for when he comes down again. Oh boy. Okay. Now that is going to be a hand of all time. So let's go first of all for Dragorite. We'll go and snipe out this back row with Inferno. We'll then go and play the skill. Oh, it was a negate attack as well. We'll play the skill. No, wait. We can only get the fusion. Oh no. Level 5 or higher's. We can only get one or the other. We just go in for Dragas. We go attack twice. We deal some damage. And that's fine, right? 2 back rows good enough. We'll play the effect of Dragas. Sure. We'll go and summon the Blizzard. Send a gate attack. We could use Talismanic here, but there's no point. We'll play the skill to go and buff up the Dragas. Attack 2 and attack number 3. It does feel like we're playing back in day 1 of Duel Links, right, when Dragas was so good with Duel Slayer and that skill. It feels very, very similar to that deck, but of course, we've got fusions, we've got a skill that you could argue is a little bit worse in some respects. Hammer Crush being set though, so it was Hammer Crush Deal. Kind of annoying because he should know now that we've got, potentially one card here, but this card here is probably going to be the one you target because the rest of the turns, nothing was played. Going for Reactor though, he's really big. Reactor, Steel Barrage, he's got so much back removal. There's one gone, and you've got another one, right? You can play Reactor, activate the effect. No, you can't. Wait, you can't. 10 or more cards left in your deck. He was just short of being able to play the effect to recur back to Reincarnation to draw 2. Going for the big Innovator push of 39 is going to be a really big number, but we are okay. Right, that's fine. We'll take 14. Fingers crossed, we can see a nice little fusion card here. Oh, we have got the Star Dragon though, so we can actually here go, first of all, Inferno, take the back row, and play one of my favorite new cards is the Star Dragon. So we'll summon you, we're going very low, close to the 5 card deck outright. Next turn will be our last one. Here is the Star Dragon. We play the effect, lose 500 to go and reduce his Innovator by 1000. Then we play the skill to buff ourselves back up to 27. So we've now got even more attack points. That's great. Now here, we aren't going to win. But we are with Talismanic Seal Array. 1 to return these two. We'll then go for, I guess, the Slugger and the Pitcher, why not? Just so we've got some more summons next turn. Juice down Innovator, down to complete 0, go to combat, swing in, 27 to the face, 15 to the face, onto game number 2. And we've got a Yumu. Okay, so I'm going to assume it's going to be Cyber Dragon, given his on archive skill. It could be heroes, of course. Those are the two main culprits of Rush Duel at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see where things kind of go. Of course, going first, again into a Dragias. Dragias plus a fusion spell also is really, really big. But I don't think I want to summon him on turn 1. Again, with the skill, a Cyber Dragon summon just straight up clears it. So it's not the best turn 1 option. It used to be really good, right? It used to be a really good turn 1 option. But right now, it's just really, really not. So we'll see what Yumu's got. They have got a 6-card extra. So I'm going to assume it's going to be Sidra. Right, 3 Twin, 3 Cyber End. Just makes sense. Going for Reactor. So many decks are playing this now. Oh no! It's... Okay. They are playing Metarions without actually playing Yuo. This has been surprisingly good. I've been shocked at how good it's been. And we might try this out. Well, I do kind of want to wait for Yuo though. But we'll see what you've got. You're going to come down. Going to change battle position. That's fine. C2 off. We'll take that, right? Because we might see our dragon come down now. And we can do just that. So let's go play the skill. And go and grab the dragon from our deck. Why not? That's nice. This could get us a draw if we can get to it. So we can do as well. So let's flip Dragarite. Summon Triad Drago. We summon the dragon. We play the effect to draw 1 card, getting us the Star Dragon. That's really good. We then go and summon into our first copy of Dragias. Why not? Now we could here go for Fusion, right? And summon into... Wait. I didn't mean to click it. So we'll do it. 1, 2, in 4. Hyper Strike Dragon, Dragiastar F. This card is so cool. It's such a cool boss monster. We'll give this one piercing damage, right? Mill, give piercing, that's fine. Go combat, swing in, hopefully, that's good. 3000, your face down, is going to be all 25 damage. It's pretty good. Can you make the comeback? Have you got the legend removal spell? Which you wouldn't do, right? You'd be playing Reincarnation. So, going for Ether Finder and Ether Seeker, which is really big because... Oh, okay, maybe not, but going for the fusion summon of the Ether F Striker. Now, I've not seen this card see much play at all. It does gain some attack points, so it can trade with the Dragistar F. So hopefully, they've got a way to buff up the card as well. Otherwise, it seems... I mean, you would still crash, right? Because Dragistar F, either way, is going to be some massive damage. However, we have got negate attack. So, it does feel like game is on board, right? Because last turn there was no interruptions. This turn, if we see the Inferno, it is just over, and we do. So there goes our Slugger. We'll play the Inferno. Why not? Hit the back row. That's okay. Let's go for the Pitcher. Let's go for the multi-strike Dragon Dragias. Both Dragias and Dragistar on the field at the same time is really, really big. We'll set the Troops to Doom. Why not? We'll go and play the skill and go and buff up our Dragias just a little tiny weeny bit. We'll go play Dragias to go and mill. We'll go play Dragistar F to be able to attack twice in general. We can then go to combat, swing in, swing for 300, swing for some big damage here, and then we've got an attack with Dragistar F for game. On to game number 3. Yeah, number 3. So we've again got Udius. Let's see what he's playing. He is on an Archive skill. Will we see Cyber Dragon today? Now we're going first, which means that he's going second, so most likely it's going to be Cyber Dragon, and we've opened a really not so great hand, right? I mean, this is all cards we want to see eventually. So if they do get hit with back removal, that's not going to be good, right? These are both our outs to Cyber and Dragon or Ancient Gear Golem. So hopefully they don't. And we saw in my own video that Cyber Dragon does like to brick. And it does seem like they have gone and hit the bit of a brick there. You're playing 32 card deck. Maybe not the best shout there, maybe not the best shout. We can go We've clogged up our board, which is kind of annoying. So we can go for Dragias, though. And depending on what's here, and I feel like we're going to get Trap Hold at some point. It'll happen. Will it be now? It's not now. Okay, that's good. Let's go Dragarite. Let's go and pump up you a little bit. You know, it is annoying. Again, we can't move that back row. I mean, we can do, right? But we'd have to pop our own card. So, and that's not an option. So, 15. There is a negate attack or buffered slime. Okay, right, that's fine. You are playing Crafted Drone, so you are going to be on Cyber Dragon. We haven't got any real defensive cards, right? Dragon's Fortune does nothing. Tribute to the Doom, though, is going to clear the Dragias. That's a odd decision because you could have... I mean, okay, if you haven't got the normal Cyber Dragon, then this does nothing. This goes to 29, that's 7 stars, so that does nothing. We'll turn off our toggle, just so we can go for Pro Cyber Dragon if he wants to summon it. Given what's in our hand, I think we should be kind of okay. And if he does go for the Crash here, we can actually here go Fortitude and keep a body. So, return to deck Dragias, kill you. That's fine. Take some damage here, that's okay. We're still in the lead. Just hopefully... because the skill requires 14, 28, 42 or more, we can't go for the big fusion play this turn, right? We can't do it. We can just go for a Dragias clear, which is still pretty decent, right? We'll go Inferno. Oh, it was a fusion as well. Okay, very cool. We can then go set the dragon, we'll summon our Dragias, and hopefully next turn we can see that combo. Let's mill. Negate attack milled. Now, do I want to push for some damage here? I think I do. I think I do. So, let's go Talismanic and return 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll return all of these back. That's fine. Probably could have done the dragon as well, but this does mean he's very, very low and now has 2 different chances to kind of miss the back row. So, we'll then go and buff up with our lovely skill to 27. That's fine. Combat, swing in, deal a bunch of damage. They're now super duper weak, right? Just makes things much easier for me next turn. If I do see the Star Dragon, then depending on the card we target, it could just be game there. He could go and summon Ancient Gear Golem, summon Cyber Twin, and then go to town. You are going for the Inferno. Fusion's in the graveyard. He's got 2 Protos in the graveyard, right? So what do you actually bring back? I'm going to assume you go for a Fusion here, right? Because you can then summon Cyber Twin Dragon. Okay, there's Fusion. This could be pretty bad. Going for Cyber Entry, if he has got a normal summon as well, then it's over, right? Because that's 28 Cyber Twin, then 28 again, plus then a 15 is going to kill us, right? 15, that's 29, plus the 300 from that, so yeah, it would do. Going for the Proto Cyber Dragon, that wouldn't kill us, but that does give him a Cyber End Dragon that we shouldn't be able to kill unless both of our back row just happen to be cards that kill Cyber End Dragon. So, that's good. Play your Fusion, summon your Cyber End. No, he could go for Cyber Twin. Oh. He could go Cyber Twin plus Cyber Dragon on board and then we lose. Oh. That's not good. That's what he's doing. I just assumed you'd go for the one card that you never played, but you're going for Cyber Twin. Oh, that's annoying. 23, 28, 26. It's Rush Duel. Fair enough. Fair enough. On to game number 4. Okay, game 4. Again, a Udius. Will it be Cyber Dragon again so we can have some revenge? It's not. It's a legendary skill. So it could be Galaxy. It could be Hammer Crush Deal. 31 cards. And we've opened... You know, actually, like, in terms of cards you want to see going first, that's actually really, really good. Obviously, if we do get hit with back removal, then that's not so good. But if you are on Galaxy, then that is going to be... Oh, no, we milled a spell. They get an extra draw. No, Crafter Drone. Is it just Light Machine? It's Hammer Crush Deal, generic aggro, Light Machine again. There's so many people on this. And that's a huge turn, right? Summon, free draw, Hammer Crush, another free draw. That's a really big board. If he hits the Buffered Slime, then I think we play Negate Attack here. To just, like, make sure our board survives. In for a Dragias. Okay. Reincarnation, Hammer Crush, just please, 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 please. Okay, okay, thank you, right? That's fine. Because next turn, if we do see a Dragias, right, then we clear with a skill, right? We can beat over their Dragias, right? That's a Nice trade there. And there is the multi-strike Dragon Dragas. And we can actually go for the... We can go for the fusion summon. Okay, Dragon's Inferno coming down, going to be going and getting rid of that back row. We can then go multi-strike Dragon Dragius coming down. We'll play animation. It won't be the last time we'll do one more duel at least with this one, but it just feels good when you can summon this card and go for the fusion in one turn. So let's go for that. We'll then play the skill. We'll go and get a lovely copy of fusion from our deck to our hand. Thank you very much. We'll then play the fusion and summon into our big boy Hyper Strike Dragon DRAGIASTAR F. The F stands for how much fun your opponent's going to be having. After I summon this card and just swing into ice, we'll go for our Blizzard. We'll go and set the Sports Dragon picture. We'll play the effect and go and give him 9 attack points more and can do 2 attacks. Go combat. We milled the Star Dragon, unfortunately. Not great. Attacking again and attacking for 15, and that is going to put him so low, down to 700 life. It all comes down to, can you beat the DRAGIASTAR? Can you beat it? Before milling the Tribute to the Doomed, he gets an extra card. Literally milling my best cards. Every mill that's gone right has gone right for him. The issue is, can you see more than 3k attack? It could be Tribute to the Doomed, it could be Talismanic Seal Array. That's the main kind of 3 options you've got, I guess, but we'll see where things kind of go. You are just playing aggro beatdown with Ancient Gear Golem. Now, like this by itself, but that helps, right? Ancient Gear Golem plus Talismanic. Now, all we need to see is our own, right? We see our own, or we see another copy of the Dragius, and we can get the fusion back, and we can go to town, right? Like, we see Dragius, we see the dragon, recur back the fusion, and that'll be good. We also need back removal. Fingers crossed, here. Not quite what we wanted. Wait. The dragon once per duel. And we got fusion, right? We should be able to go and grab both here. If I'm not misunderstanding this, we should be able to go and grab both. So, let's go and grab back from the graveyard the dragon. And let's go and grab a fusion. 2 cards for free is insane. Let's go and set the picture. We'll summon into the multi-strike Dragon Dragius, and of course, we're going to gonna go to town here. So, we'll then play the dragon. We can then either go for the attack point buff, or go straight piercing. And I kind of think, in this situation, that we go for straight piercing, right? Because you can't have a 1 negate attack, right? You could have Resolver face down, you could have the Damage Stopper face down, which doesn't work against this. But this just guarantees that we game here. So, battle, swing, 3000, we win. GG. I do want to see what the backer was. I kind of feel like it was a buffered slime. I kind of feel like it. Oh no, it was a recital, okay. But alright, final duel against the Yumu. So again, it could be Cyber Dragon to end things off. It does kind of seem likely. We're going first, giving Cyber Dragon what they want. That's not good. But let's see. 30 cards, 30 cards. Not a great opener, but also, you know, not the worst, right? Because in this deck, really, you don't mind fusion being sent to the graveyard. It's not like Cyber Dragon, where you can only do it once. You can do it as many times as you want. It's the dragon that's limited, which is also a bit weird. This could be... Oh, heroes! Okay. You know what, actually? A very good diversity of decks, right? We've got 2 aggro, heroes, Cyber Dragons, and then one other. I can't remember what it was. But we'll see where things go here. Not milling a single hero, though, is really big. And it does put them back on the bottom of the deck, right? So Buffered Slime is now not really a threat for us. Going for the Tantalum. Okay. So you didn't exactly have a great opener, right? I mean, 25 bodies pretty big, but we can close to back row, and if they're fusions, that's even better. We're not seeing our cards, right? It's not good. Could risk it and like summon the Tri-Drago and hope we see a Dragius, set a Slugger, and then we pass. It's kind of the weird thing is that the Yuga skill gives you a way to see 7-star Magician, but the Luke skill doesn't give you a way to see Dragius, but Dragius, of course, by itself is a much better card, so it kind of makes sense. But like in terms of equality, I guess, it's not really there. Now, can heroes do piercing damage? They've got Flame Wingman, of course. the attack's in, we'll deal 15. That's not the end of the world. They've got Piercing Samurai, which if they've got can deal 25 piercing with this. Avian Tactics though is going to be big, popping 1 is okay. Oh, that's such a cool combo, right? Tactics puts this at the top of your deck. So you've now got guaranteed back Synertrix. But also, you've now put this on the bottom. So we now know, bottom of your deck, we're going for the Adder Fusion. The deck is now shuffled. It's kind of annoying. Does mean we're going to see probably, Ether Seeker, and then Hero of the East. Now this feels weird, which means you've not got access to Polymer. Okay, you're missing the Avian. Fair enough, fair enough. Now I don't want to say that you set your poly there, but you probably did. So let's go and it's so risky, right? Trying to go for Drago and get a good draw for it. I don't wanna keep walling up, but this feels like just like the play we gotta do because we're just not seeing a single big body, and we aren't playing that many. We're playing 5, which isn't a lot, but when I was playing this before, I was bricking, right? It's Rush Duel, so you do still brick sometimes, right? But I was bricking more often than I'd kind of like on those big bodies and that big back row. So, gonna be sending the fusion to the graveyard, which is interesting. Oh my god, that's so good. You just gain the buff, and then add back the fusion that you sent. So it was just completely free. I guess to get the field space free. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, just keep missing, right? Keep missing, that's fine with me. But you can't go for a big fusion play this turn. You're still kind of locked up. And you're not going to clear everything, which is... I would have preferred you swing to this one, but I guess with the attack points, this is better. But let's see. Fingers crossed. Oh my god, can we please see a Dragias? Or something, right? Anything. I guess we'll go set Slugger, we'll set the Dragon, we'll set Inferno, and we'll set Negate Attack. I don't really like doing this, but 15 cards in. You've got to imagine next turn, we're seeing Dragias, right? 33% of our draws are basically guaranteed cards we can summon if we survive the turn. So, hoping that's the case. And given you're not playing, okay, you're just going in, okay, that's fine. Negate Attack, right? We know those 2 on the left are the problem cards to deal with, right? So, fingers crossed, we see 3 Drag. Let's flip Dragite first of all. I just want to kind of make sure we're not running into a trap hole, because that would be really awkward if we were. Okay, that's fine. We'll then go for Inferno, and clear down you. Okay, even better. We can then summon into our boy Dragias, 1 and 2. We can play the skill once to get the fusion, which is good, so we'll go and do that. Let's go Nova, go and add the fusion spell from our graveyard back to our hand. It's fine. We can't play it because our dragon isn't face up. It's kind of a weird quirk of fusion in Rush Duel. It'll be face up. In for DRAGIASTAR F. Now, this, hopefully, fingers crossed, is going to be like the game-changing play here. Fingers crossed, right? We'll set a picture, we'll play the effect, we'll go and play DRAGIASTAR F, and milling Future Doomed is always fun, but this does mean we can clear here 1, and we're going to go and clear the Seeker, because this does have back row removal, and we do want to keep Buffer Slime around, just in case. Now, does Flame Wingman... The skill buffs by 700, right? So, Flame Wingman itself can't kill this, and they know it, which means, yep, that's game. Let's take a look at the deck list. So this is a list we're running. It's pretty straightforward dragons, right? We are playing 3 copies of Dragas, 2 copies of the Star Dragon. This card I really like, given with the skill. It just kind of removes the whole debuff of itself. It's just straight 1000 minus, and can make your opponent lose life points very, very quickly. I'm not a massive fan of the Drago, and I'm only playing it really because I've not gone to the box and I've not bought Fortune Dragon. Because if I was, this would be a 3-of. This card is really, really good. It sets your limit 1 trap card back to the deck. It's a debuff, but it is paywalled for the moment. And so given that I'm still trying to go through the Galaxy box, this one will be a card I get right at the end if I want to. We'll see. We're playing 2 copies of the Dragon. Now, I might consider getting rid of one of these sluggers for a 3rd Dragon. It's just when I was playing earlier, I found that if I was bricking on, say, multiple level 7s, I want a way to summon that 7, which I can't really do with a copy of the Dragon. So it is a bit of a weird deck overall, but it is pretty fun, it can win games, and As you've seen, if we didn't lose that one game, we would have been COG. Like Cyber Dragon, it's very, very good. Is it the best deck in the world? No, it's not. It does have its problems, and I've seen people play Blue Eyes in this as well as Legend Card of Choice, but for me, it just felt like too many high levels, and given I was already seeing hands of like 3 Dragias plus 2 copies of the Inferno, I wasn't really willing to risk playing more high levels and brick more, especially on a King Games climb. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for a 7's Road video. I'm going to record right now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that one is the King of Games run, but we'll see. Anyway, see you then.